Yeah.
Well, there we go.
Are,
We wanted to make it extra happy today, so we played it twice for you.
is it possessed? Like, what's going on?
I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
grab your mocktail, your cocktail. It is Monday. Maybe you want a mocktail instead of cocktail, or maybe it is Monday and you need a cocktail because of it. Whatever the reason is, we're glad that you're with us today. I'm Kelley, and that is Gordon, and we've got a great show ahead of you. It's going to be magical, right?
It is going to be magical.
We are going to be joined around 4:15 by Magic Amanda. That's Amanda Lindsay, and she's going to be dazzling us with some spellbinding fun.
I love magic. Do you like magic?
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
You always try to like see. I'm always trying to. I mean, you get around. I had a buddy of mine, Jim Holmes, who was in Vegas, was in Branson, good friends with David Copperfield, knew all these magicians, and he's a very good magician himself. He invented like the wand that would like break and then come back and not.
Oh really?
So it was one of the things that he invented. But what's really crazy is I'm always trying to watch their sleight of hand, see if I can catch
You can
something.
figure it out.
Yeah. Do you ever try to do that? That's like
I mean, I
they
guess
always
I
try
do.
to
I've
make you
never
look
been
at
able to
this
figure
hand
it
while they're
out.
doing something with this hand,
Yeah.
right? So
Well, what I've always wondered is how when someone in the audience, when they do a trick and someone in the audience ends up with it in their hand or their ear or their pocket. I mean, it can't be as simple as someone was paid off to put it in their pocket. There has to
right.
be.
Well, they do it on America's Got Talent. Uh, they do things to those guys, and they're not part of the act.
And how does that
I
happen?
don't know. Well, maybe
Have you ever caught anybody? Have you
maybe
ever figured it out?
no, but maybe we can get Amanda to tell one of her little secrets or tell
Oh
somebody's little
my
secret.
goodness gracious. Maybe someone else's, but she's definitely not going to tell her secret. Now, dare you for even asking? That's like asking how old she is.
Yeah.
Worse than that. You can't do that. So we're going to talk illusions and inspiration there and have some good fun. I'm excited. She's actually here and she's got to me, it's the magic box. There's a black box out there. So I would imagine her magical secrets are inside of that.
I can't wait to show it.
Did you ever try to do magic tricks when you were little?
Oh, I got one of those magic kits, when you're a kid,
Did you have a grandpa or anybody that would do magic tricks and pull a quarter from out behind your
from
ear?
your ear. Yeah, that. And you remember the little slide thing you'd get and you put the coin in there and you'd slide it in and slide it out and the coin would be gone.
My grandpa did things like he would put a um, his finger inside of a box with a hole in it and then open the lid and make me think that possibly
His finger was gone.
that his finger was gone. That's what would happen to me. I don't know if that's magic. I think that's just scary trauma that was unleashed on me. But we had a good Friday.
We
So
did.
we went to Little Big Town. And if you're listening and you had a chance to go see that, I think I lost 5 pounds
And I
from
didn't
sweating.
put up my amazing video.
Oh my gosh, how could you
Unbelievable.
not do that?
I don't know.
It was
Too much
incredible.
stuff
So
going
we were
on.
in the front row, which was an exceptional viewing point. But when you think about getting tickets and you think that it's going to be, 90, 95 above and 200 in humidity, front row, maybe not the place to be because you're right there in front of that wall. And
Yes.
you would think that the peasants would not get the fan. The
Peasants.
people that get the tickets up front would have a fan on them. I'm so surprised that there aren't some big generated fans that are at least put on the covers. And the poor security, the people that are working up front, I mean, they're just
Sweating.
drenched and they don't even, their backs are to the stage. So they're not even watching it because they're watching everybody in front of them. But it was hot. Even the performers, you could see their hair blowing backwards.
Carter Faith was the first singer.
She was, well, not
No,
Carter
Carly
Faith.
Pierce was
Carly
drenched.
Pierce was literally drenched. Like she looked like she was in the shower. There was so much sweat on her. She even said, I'm so embarrassed. I know that I need a bath. I can't get the sweat to quit coming out. And I guess one of her in her earpiece, someone, from the band said, oh my gosh, you're soaking wet.
I've never seen you sweaty.
Yeah. but it was super super hot. But you've got the performers there on the stage. What was Karen Fairchild, and then Philip Sweet and Jimmy Westbrook, and then my girl crush now and favorite is Karen Schlappman. Of course, she uh, pointed out to me and told me that she loved my boots. So now she's my new best friend. So I thought that was cool. But they have Karen Fairchild and Jimmy Westbrook. They've been married since 2006 and have a family. And then Kimberly also has, she's with, gosh, uh, I just forgot his name, but she's in a relationship as well. And then they've been together since the beginning. So they're now together 25 years. The band has been together 25 years, and they are the initial, performers, the act, the four people. It was just the four of them with two guitars when they started. And of course, now their band has grown to much more. But uh thousands on TikTok. Best show, best harmony ever. The show was amazing. I mean, it got rave reviews here in St. Louis. And then, of course, their release of their greatest hits album was August 9th, 2024. And then they were co-headlining with Sugarland up until Sugarland got sick and had to bow out. And so it's just them. And I guess they probably brought on their, newest Carly Pierce. And what was the other girl's name? Carlton?
No,
What's her name? She was adorable.
Carter Faith was the
Carter
first
Faith.
one. Yeah.
She looked all of 18. She was so teeny and young looking, but maybe we're so old. Everybody looks young to us. I couldn't believe finding out that Little Big Town, I mean, they're all in their 50s.
I
They look
know. They look
fantastic.
great.
And then the energy that you have to have, performing on stage is incredible. It was cool though. We did something a little bit different. We didn't Uber. We upped it and took NAS transportation to the concert, which took us right up to the gate and in style. What a beautiful Lincoln she had. Now
I
I
know.
want a new car after riding it. But if you're going to a concert or something like that, man, I highly suggest somebody that knows what they're doing, that has access, can get you right up to the VIP gate within minutes. You're not waiting in traffic. And then when we left, we hopped in an air conditioning car. Again, only had to walk to the gate, not try to find your car out in the parking lot or your Uber. And we were out of there in a hot flash, which was super cool. But they also recently, the 2025 ACM Awards, they performed there with Girl Crush. And then
There's NAS.
yeah, there it is. And then have you know the song Better Man, which is a great song. Debbie
Yeah.
was singing it to
Wasn't that a
Brian all the
Taylor
way home
Swift
for
song?
being.
Is that a Taylor Swift song?
Yes, she wrote that song.
Wow.
Who knew? You think, why wouldn't she sing that? Because
Well, yeah, that fits her genre though. She's always writing men hating songs.
exactly. So I'm not sure why she didn't sing that song herself. But
That's the bad thing about dating Taylor Swift is
You know-
if you ever break up, there's a song coming.
which is funny seeing Kelsey,
Travis Kelce,
Travis Kelsey in the movie.
Happy Gilmore too.
Yeah, seeing him play that waiter, and he was kind of crazy, like he normally
Oh,
is in
yeah.
his part that he played in it. It was like a perfect fit.
Oh,
I mean, you could tell he was getting into it.
he's always got different looks. He's got the mustache with the short black hair, then kind of blondish one year. It's like,
You really realize how big he is when he plays that role in the movie. I mean, he's a big guy, but out on the field, there's other big guys, and Taylor's tall. But when you see him in that movie and he's standing up against that waiter who's not short actually,
yeah.
and then Adam Sandler, there you go with your.
I've been up all day.
Is that what it is? Are you not
You know
normally
what?
up during the day?
I've had a ton of sleep. I probably had 10 hours sleep. Can you be tired if you have too much sleep?
So if you're watching it on the video, every once in a while you'll catch Gordon trying to keep his lips together, and it's doing like a mum, trying to hold. Maybe I'm just boring you.
I think I can just let it go. Just
big yawn and don't even put your hand over your mouth. But you really realize how big he is seeing him. That if you have Happy Gilmore is ridiculous as the first movie. If you don't watch Happy Gilmore 2 because you're wanting to really watch a heart-wrenching, dramatic,
it's going to be stupid.
high acting.
Just expect stupidity at its highest level.
But it was funny actually. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a typical.
Who's the kid that plays Carl in Shameless? The little kid Carl.
I can't think of his name.
But anyway, he's one of the sons. Yeah.
His sons are crazy. And it actually has two daughters playing it, which I think that's adorable. And then his wife plays in it. She doesn't play his wife in the movie, but she's the dance teacher, I guess, to his daughter, which his daughter is an got to kind
You
of
didn't light the
showcase
candle.
her incredible dancing skills. She is a
I know.
ballerina, and
That
she,
one move, it's like, how do they do that? How does
I
some of these
mean,
ballerinas?
I have like goosebumps thinking about her dancing. I could have watched her dance for another hour. She's an incredible dancer.
You know, if you're listening to the show today, I just want you to tune in so you can see how beautiful my wife Kelley looks today.
Wow, what a nice thing to say,
You look
man.
fantastic.
What do you want? Actually, you are always sweet and compliment.
Yeah.
You with my hair sticking straight up in there, looking like a total crazy person in the morning, you still manage to say something nice. But that was super cool. So there are some cool things going on. We actually Amanda should be in the room with us, and I hope she comes in as soon as possible so that we can let you see a little magic and have fun with her. Maybe her clock there, her clock is
There
a
she
little bit
comes.
different than
Come
ours, and
on
here she
in.
comes. There she is, and we have a microphone right sitting there ready for you on the table to put on your lapel. But there are some fun things we can talk about too while Amanda's getting all set up. Magic Amanda, as we call her. The Busch Stadium tonight, the St. Louis Cardinals take on Miami Marlins, and 6:45. And boy, is that going to be steamy at that game. But if you're a Cardinals fan, who cares, right?
That's right.
Opening night of Dear Evan Hansen. That's going to be premiere outdoors at the Muni in Forest Park. That's at 8:15. It's glossy, emotional, and perfect for theater lovers. And then you've got some. Were you going to show something about a baseball player?
Speaking of magic, let's
Yeah.
watch this kid. This
Okay.
kid is Nick Kurtz. He's a young rookie. He had 6 hits in one night, and four of them were home runs.
What team is that?
The Athletics. Watch this.
It-
Oh, it's not going to play sound. Well, anyway,
So
there
that's
you go.
one, I
There's
take
home
it.
run number 1.
Act like you're an announcer. And out in there. How
Can
do
you
do that?
believe this kid? He's just a rookie. Here we go. He's up to bat again. Oh my gosh, has he done it again? He has. Ladies and gentlemen, another home run.
On the next one, we need to hear
Second.
Howard Cosell. Are you ready?
Can you believe this kid? He's just a youngster. Look at him do it again. The 3rd home run in one night.
That was great. That'd have been his earlier days.
Do we need Harry Carey on the next one?
Yes.
Hey, look at this kid. Can he do 4? I don't know. Let's try. Hey, it could be a home run. There you go,
That was
kids.
great. Do you have anybody else you can do that's an announcer? Can you do Jack Buck?
No, Jack's very tough.
That is really different, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can you get it a little bit?
No.
Okay,
Oh, well,
get at that.
the only thing I remember Jack Buck, he always trailed up on the ends. He goes, comes in my favorite color, cardinal red.
That was pretty good
So he
too.
always goes up.
That was good. There's live music tonight. Head to Tower Grove Park for Mondays at the Music Stand, a free concert series at 5 p.m. It's funny, like when it tells you, like in notes, bring a blanket, maybe to sit on. I would say
Not to wrap yourself
I
in.
would say you need to bring a fan. I want to get one of those portable fans after the other night. I almost wanted to steal
The ones that go around your neck with the little.
No, that's kind of.
But they got 2 cooling fans that are coming on you, and then it's got a cold plate on the back that hits the back of your neck, and it's
I
cold.
could put ice on the back of our necks the other night when we went. Yeah, maybe that kind of messes up your. It looks like you're wearing earphones around your neck.
So we
That's your
found out
outfit.
we had front row seats for Little Big Town, right?
Right, and I
Had-
just mentioned that. So you
No.
you
Wait,
listened, right? Okay,
I'm not. I know you said
you're gonna
that.
add on to it. Sometimes
So
he doesn't listen or repeats what I
Here's
say.
what I don't know. There's a reason I'm saying this. We had front row seats. You'd
Right.
think with front row seats, you would have the coolest seats in the house, but there was no airflow.
I did mention that.
No, I'm
He
not.
wasn't listening. That's when he was yawning.
But so we have seats in the middle section for Toto coming up.
Okay.
And we found out in the aisleway, they have the giant fans blowing down.
So now we know where to sit.
So now we're on Tuesday. I mean, we got El Monstero on Saturday, and then we got Toto on
We haven't
Tuesday.
been well, we did go to the factory for a concert, but this year seems to be our concerts of the year that we're heading to. All right, so Tower Grove, I mentioned that, and then local highlights: Stephen Kellogg Old Friends Tour featuring Will Hoagie performs at Blue Strawberry tonight. So
I've not been to the Blue Strawberry. I want to go and see a show there. It looks really cool.
do it this year because
Yeah.
we've seen everything else, so we might as well. So our question of the day, and we will be asking Amanda for this as well. Where did my question go? There it is.
If you could have one superpower, what would
Yes.
it be?
What would it be? What would yours be?
Mine?
Yes. Don't steal mine.
X-ray vision.
Wow, so you want to look through? You want to see people naked? I'm taking it then.
I want to be able to see through walls. I want to be able to,
Well,
yeah.
that kind of X-ray vision, not seeing through their clothes.
Um,
Sometimes
I thought about
that'd be
being
scary.
able to read minds, but then I don't know if I want to know what people are thinking
No,
about me.
no,
I'd
that would
rather
really
just
that
be
would
surprised.
I want to be able to know the future for like the next 7 days. I wouldn't want to know too far because I don't want to know what's going to happen to me. But I'm thinking 7 days, I should be lucky enough to still be here. And I would want to know the lottery numbers because then I'd win the lottery. And the next 7 days after that would be amazing because I'd be so wealthy. So I'm good to go on that.
Kind of like having the farmer's almanac in like Back to the Future, where he
Just
knew all the scores ahead of time, so he
for
just
a
bet
short
on them.
time.
Yeah.
Well, now it's going to get magical in this room until we leave here today because we have got Magic Amanda in the house with us. And I'm so excited to talk with you. And we are just enamored by people that can do magic. So, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Oh,
I appreciate it.
thanks for
Yeah.
being here. So, gosh, so I noticed you brought some cards with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you bring anything else with you or was going to get card tricks?
I got some cards. Yeah.
You got some tricks?
Card tricks. Oh, yeah.
Is anything going to come out of my ear or Gordon's pocket?
I hope not, but maybe.
You just never know, right? Well, let's find out a little bit about you. Before you start showing us the magic that you have. I mean, you've got to know when did you start doing this? Were you a kid that dressed up in magical, wore the top hat and pulled rabbits out of your hat when you were little? How did it spark your desire to do magic?
No, I joke with my parents because in third grade at the Scholastic Book Fair, I wanted a magic kit and they didn't let me have it. And so now it's been a long game. No
I
plan.
bet
No, I'm
they
just
feel
kidding.
bad about that, right? That they
Oh.
didn't give you your magic kit that you wanted.
So, and then eventually they got me one from Sam's Club. It was Marshall Brodine's kit. And I just got hooked. I had fun. And, Christmas time, Thanksgiving, family comes over. I was the little one, with the towel wrapped around my neck, abracadabra. And they were such words about it. And then, it's just, so I have happy memories looking back. And then when I was in grad school a couple of years ago, maybe more than a couple, oh my goodness. Okay, more than a couple of years ago, but
Well, I could stay a lot longer than that. So I
Yeah.
wish I could just say a couple years
Yeah.
ago. That would be amazing.
A couple
to say that.
decades ago,
Yeah.
I think mine's been
like 4 decades ago.
Okay, let's not push it, Gordon.
and I was doing a project and I was doing tricks and I'm like, wow, this stuff's coming back to me naturally and like muscle memory. And then at my day job, I started incorporating it with the kids that I worked with and everything. And like it just grew from there again, like the passion reignited.
What was your job? I'm like making things disappear.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh, Amanda's here again. Where did my stuff go?
Parents are hiring. Can you make my kid disappear?
Oh, so where did you work with kids that you're able to practice on them?
So I worked with special school district for a little bit.
Oh,
and
Great.
I'm like, I think I'm allowed to say the name of the school.
Sure.
Okay, cool. I'm like, I don't know about rules and stuff, but yeah, I
We
used
don't
to
own
work.
the school.
Oh, cool. And I don't work there anymore. So, but no, I worked at Litzinger and like, they're still my best friends. They're still my family there. No longer there anymore, magician, but
Yeah.
I loved it. And then like, it was so rewarding and the kids were
Loved
so
it.
cool about it.
Do you go back every once in a while and put a show on for them?
I should.
You should.
Yeah.
Sorry, I brought that up.
Oh no, I should.
Now you feel bad.
It's okay. Different rules and stuff. So
Sure. Yeah.
pandemic, so you can't just sign in anymore and go visit.
So we got to talk about the big thing first because that's the one that we're like, wow, she is really cool. You performed on Penn and Teller, Fool Us.
I did.
So you have a little clip. Do you have a little clip to kind of show?
I believe we do have a little bit. I hope it's got.
Uh,
It doesn't have sound to it. Again, I
what's
don't know
wrong with your sound here?
I don't know. It's not letting me click it on.
It
So
played
tell
a
us a
minute
little bit
ago.
as this is playing. Why don't you tell us a little bit about
There
Penn
you-
and Teller and how that
there you
was?
are.
Because you're playing for Penn and Teller, which those guys are incredible. I mean, they've been doing this forever and ever and ever, and there's things that they've
Trying to
done
get
in their
things
whole
right.
life. So was it? I mean, when you do something like that, were you nervous? Were you?
Okay, it felt everything just seemed crystal clear on the stage. I don't know how to explain
Really?
it, but it felt like I
Like you
was
felt
just
at home, you mean? Just
in the zone and
Yeah.
home and like Brooke Burke. I don't know what it was, but like I looked at her and we kind of just like nodded at each other. And I was just like, why do I feel like so empowered right now? I'm like, Brooke Burke was a great host just with her eyes. I'm like,
That's
I
incredible.
feel like I'm gonna go out like a rock star and do this.
Yeah.
But you know, you see Penn, and I tried not to get in my head too, like, okay, I got my trick, I'm ready to do it and everything. But then afterwards, that's when I was just like, oh my goodness, like I just performed for Penn and Teller. Oh yeah, that was afterwards was when it happened.
What did you do? What was your trick? I mean, you obviously not tell us your trick, but what was it that you were doing?
Yeah, the concept is like a double prediction. So they were coming up with a unique card and then a unique number based on different choices. And then at the end, you know, opened up an envelope to see if I got it right. And then, I mean, can I share? Can I say, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then I'm like, I don't know how much you guys want me to share from the clip, but
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, go ahead. You can.
Yeah,
the
tell
moment,
us.
because I do a little fake out in
Okay.
the clip, and everybody in the audience I heard just gasp, like, because you know I'm pulling out one piece of paper, but it's actually two. You can see the others, and I know like, oh, I'm supposed to do that, and everybody I can just see their faces like, oh man, she messed up the trick and everything, and
You
like.
played a trick on them, acting like you made a
Yeah.
mistake.
And then afterwards, you know, I pull out all of them and the prediction is the same and everything. And I'm super excited because I'm like, oh my gosh, the trick worked, you know.
Oh,
That's awesome.
No.
that's true because I mean, does that ever happen where something you know and you have a technical skill for it, but it doesn't work out?
Something can change. Yeah, one little variable. Like I was doing a show and the room was super cold and I was just without delivering too much information, doing some sleight of hand. My cards were super glossy, so I'm like, ooh, you know, I can't necessarily feel, and plus my hands are numb at this point too. I'm like, oh, I think I got, you know, can't say anything else, but
Gosh, well, so now you would probably have that in mind if temperature, think maybe there'd be something you would do differently or what?
yeah,
The room must be
hand warmers.
78 degrees.
Yeah, my water needs to be.
No kidding. Oh my gosh. So everything worked out. And then what happens at a show? Like, do you move on when you do something like that at a show? Or is that just a one-time thing you get to do and see if you did you fool them?
No, I did not.
But they know all this, right?
Yeah, in fact, I picked something that they are very familiar with, which
Oh.
I did not know.
Sure, right. Yeah. You have to have magic or tell the future to know what they are.
So I
past.
don't think I've ever watched that show. So when they figure out your joke or your trick, do they expose the trick?
Discreetly.
Okay.
Yeah, because they don't want to ruin it they
Yeah.
have to let you know that they know. So you have to. So how do they discreetly let you know without the audience figuring out the trick?
So they use codes in kind of like a secret language. And so when they did mine, as soon as they said one thing, which I can't say, like I can't
Yeah,
bring out the code.
right.
I was just like, oh nope, they got me.
Oh gosh. Was there anybody that was on the show with you that night that they weren't able to get, or did they get everyone?
So it's actually so secretive. The people that I was in the room with, I never saw them perform. And then after you perform, you meet Teller afterwards. He tells you like what you did great, you know, what stumped him and everything, and then how they figured it out. And then basically they push you out the hotel and they're like, scram, like get out of here. Because they don't want anybody to
Need to
know
know.
who gets the trophies, who's there. They don't want any spoilers. They don't want any leaks
Wow.
online.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Well, we are sitting with Magic Amanda. We do have to take a break. We have to do some commercials because, of course, the station needs to stay here so we can continue interviewing, right? So we're going to be back right here on luinfo.com. Of course, it's on KLS 590 AM. We love that you're tuning in with us right now. Maybe during the break, you're listening to commercials. You might go to luinfo.com and subscribe, or you can follow us at Instagram, Facebook at In Your City Show. And, of course, follow us, subscribe as well on our YouTube channel. We'll be right back with more of Magic Amanda. Amanda Lindsay, known as Magic Amanda, right here on the In Your City show. Glad to be here. Hope you're enjoying your cocktail, your mocktail, your drive home, or maybe you're sitting at home, wherever it might be. Thank you for tuning in to us. We'd love you to follow us, of course, at Instagram and Facebook, and then luinfo.com. You can catch the show. You can binge watch.
You can binge watch us.
Yeah.
Yes, we have what, 22 episodes up right now?
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
something
So
like
you
that.
really can binge
Yeah.
watch. Well, we want to thank St. Louis Closet Company for being part of our show and allowing us to bring these great guests to you Monday through Friday right here at luinfo.com, the new Lou information station. It's custom storage systems. They are locally manufactured. Jennifer Williams has been in business. I think when she was just on the show last week, 35 years she's coming up to. They're going to have a celebration, which she definitely should. They actually have another, I guess, showcase that they've just built in the new color that's dynamic and popular right now that you can come in and take a look at. Their showroom is huge. Go in, meet the team. When you get something designed, whether it's small or big, all of it is locally manufactured right there in-house at her gorgeous studio on Big Bend, which is, it's at Maplewood, right? Where they're actually located.
Yes.
So it's very easy to get to. There's nothing that they can't do. It's not a one size fits all. It is what you need for your home, your garage, your office, your studio, wherever it might be, to have something that's going to help take the chaos out of your life. So she says, go from chaos to clarity, chaos to calmness, and shop local, support local. And that's what she's all about, is supporting local as well. So Jennifer Williams, we love having her part of the show. We love seeing her grow and all that she brings to the community.
That's when you know you have too many shoes.
Yeah, I wish I had that in my closet. I don't have enough shoe racks. I would love, you actually need that probably more than I do, which is ridiculous. Look at the beautiful jewelry station that you have. That's the closet I need right there. I need that size, the size of our bedroom. That would be a nice closet to have.
Yeah.
So back with us is Magic Amanda Lindsay. Thank you for being with us. We enjoy it. And we're so excited right now to be able to see you try to put one over on us. So are you ready to show us a little magic trick? Let's do it.
I love showing magic tricks.
All right.
Okay, so I'm
Okay.
known for my close-up magic. In fact, the trick I did on Penn Teller was a close-up magic trick, but on a stage with 2,000 people. So like that.
Wow.
So, but yeah, all you got to do, and like all my shows too, I like to keep everything simple and relaxed. So all you got to do is stop. Tell me to stop.
Okay.
You can't mess me up. You're
Stop.
fine.
All right.
All right. Ooh, all right. We landed
Okay.
on 5 of diamonds.
Okay.
Now, would you mind writing your name across?
No. Right. I'm going to mess your card up. That's okay.
Oh, that and I clicked.
Oh,
it.
sorry.
Oh no,
wrong
it's
end.
fine. I got.
Okay.
Oh, cool. I love these new clickers.
Yeah. Okay. I wrote it.
Perfect. Oh, thank you so much.
Okay.
Now give it a little second, and just so we know for viewers too,
Not coming
it's
off.
not coming off. I'm
Nope.
not doing some secret thing where it can, stick to another thing or anything like that. And we're gonna place your card right there in the middle.
Okay.
All right. And
I
you're
feel like I'm nervous. Like I might mess the trick up or something by doing something stupid. So
no.
I'm really concentrating on my job here as your, what do you call your magician's assistant?
Yeah, no, you did.
I want to hop
great.
out of a hat or something. Cut me in
I'll
half.
take you. Yeah, I'm going. Let's go on the show. And would you mind?
Oh,
we'll
you-
do something with you too. We'll have
Okay.
to do the same thing. Just tell me when to stop.
Stop.
All right.
You yelled at
I
her.
did.
You're so
Like
aggressive.
a 4-year-old. Stop.
So we landed
Okay.
on 6 of clubs. Would you
Clubs.
mind? Here we go. Landing on that.
Sure.
Perfect.
Gordon. Hey, here we
All
go.
right. And same thing here. We'll give it a second to.
So if you're
Dry.
listening on radio and you're missing it on the virtual video, she was splitting the cards, and then we asked her to stop, and then we wrote her name on the card that appeared. So okay.
Thank you. Thank you. So I'm gonna take your card. We're gonna flip it, place it, somewhere in the middle. Same
Okay.
thing. Okay.
All right.
Now I'm cutting the deck in half. And I'm gonna give it a little boop boop. In fact, would
boop?
you give it a
You
little
want me
boop
to
boop?
Boop boop.
Would you mind giving it a boop boop?
Sure. Boop boop.
You guys just did magic.
We did. I can't wait.
All the
I
cards.
think I wrote my name on my card. I don't remember what it was.
That's my little secret. I do that because I.
I remember yours.
Let's see. All the cards are one direction except for one card face up in the middle.
That's
Not bad.
Did you figure it out?
No.
Wow. Okay.
So we found Gordon.
6 of clubs was Gordon's, and his name is right there on it.
Here's the thing,
Okay.
though.
Okay.
Do you see what's next to me on the chair?
Your phone.
My phone.
Okay.
And it has a red case on it. Inside the case, I'm going to flip it open. Is a card. I'm going to pull this card out. And what are the chances?
And it's mine.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
And there is your card. the
Okay.
five
Were
of
you
diamonds.
watching her the whole time? I was watching. the
Yeah, I
whole
was
time.
kind of doing camera work, trying to make sure that
We're
everybody
gonna
could
go-
see it.
I was sitting here. I'm gonna go back and watch this video again. How did my card get inside your phone case? I saw you slip it in the deck.
Well, here,
That is so fun.
would you mind? Actually, you know what? Would you mind holding your hand out? I'm going to take your 2 cards.
Just make sure everybody can see this.
And then would you mind putting your hand on top of his hand to cover
Okay.
it up?
Oh, to cover it.
There
Okay.
you go.
All right.
All right. And I'm going to make one of your cards disappear.
Wow.
Just like that.
Do I open my hand now or
Go
do I
ahead.
boop
Yeah,
it?
Go ahead. Oh, you know what? Boop it for funsies. Why not?
Okay, let go of my hand. Okay.
Just one card.
It's just one. It's just one card.
It is just one card, but you're onto something. What's on the back of that card?
How does that happen?
Magic.
Abracadabra. Okay.
Kalamazoo, because when she pulled your card out of there, it had the red back on it.
Yeah. Okay, that's too fun. Okay, we're staying after class tonight. That is super cool. How much fun is that to do?
Oh,
Do we get to keep that card for a
absolutely.
prize
Yeah, that's
to
yours.
put on our shelf?
Yeah.
That is super cool. Oh my
There you
gosh.
go.
Are you like invited to everybody's dinner party because everybody wants to sit down and ask you questions?
Oh, I'm
Or
like,
not ask you questions, do magic tricks
Yeah.
is what I should say.
Oh, quite a bit.
Wow. Okay, if you could be a superhero, our question of the day, then have a special power, what would it be? Because you're already a
Because she already got the
magician.
magician
Yeah,
power.
you're already doing magic.
I feel like that's one of the hardest questions.
Just one day, all day long.
You know what? I would go with super strength.
Super strength.
Yeah.
What would you want to lift?
So I have a
Be a great magic trick.
Oh, I know. No joke. Like
Lift
I
an
would
elephant over your head and
I mean,
cradle him like a baby.
so many YouTube videos with that strength. Yeah.
Make some money.
Yeah. So I pulled this long story. I'm so sorry. Probably team. I pulled my back and then I have 2 dogs and one's 20 pounds and the other one's like 36, 40 pounds. So I'm like, oh, if I could just have super strength
Then
and
you could
just
hold
like
them?
pick that dog up and put him in my car without any problems, I'd be like, I'm set. For
Then
all
you're
day.
set.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's get into a little bit about your magic with purpose there and talking about your dogs. You give back to animal charities with every booking. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. Well, like you said, anytime I get booked for a private event, I donate a percentage to an animal charity. And right now I donate to Imperial Animal Hospital, the IAH Care Fund. So I'm so used to doing that with signing.
Oh, you
And say-
sign.
Oh, not very well. You went to school, but not an interpreter by any means.
Well, I can't sign at all. So I think make a heart. I
I
love you. What's that?
That's just sweet. Yeah, so I donate, and then anytime on Facebook, I actually make money on my page Magic Amanda right now, and everything I make, I'm going to donate that to an animal charity at the end of the year, just cumulative, so they don't have to keep paying a PayPal fee when I
That is so
donate.
great.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. Well, you're also inclusive, like using ASL interpreter. You make sure that you do that through like you know how to do it, but you actually have someone at your show doing that.
Yeah.
So they're kind of explaining just like you explained to us what you were doing. You make sure that that's not is that and why is that so special to you?
I just think magic is for everybody, and I think sometimes we overlook certain groups, and I just want to make sure that everybody feels included and
Yeah.
welcome and is able to experience magic and see the show and have fun and know what's going on, you know? So,
Absolutely.
So if a kid can't hear, usually their other sensories are enhanced.
Oh,
So do you have kids that can't hear but can really watch you and
Figure out
see
what
you
you're
and
doing?
figure out what you're doing?
oh goodness. Yeah, I think there were some kiddos when I worked with SSD, they could really hone in on what I was doing, like so perceptive of what was happening. I'm like, there's no way. But they,
Yeah.
they don't even know how to explain it. I think they just had their different. They had their superpowers.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
superpower.
because
Yeah.
usually you hear about that if somebody loses a certain type of sensory, like hearing
Mhm.
or eyesight, the other ones are enhanced somehow. They tend to,
Right.
so.
So what's the most magical reaction that you think you've ever had that just sticks with you, or a moment doing magic with kids? There's something that really stands out to you that just now you know why you continue to do this and so inspired.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like with Magic Mini Golf, because I've been out there so much lately performing close-up magic, um, just getting seeing the reactions and everything. So it reminds me every time. That's a hard one to answer. I think the kiddos that are interested in magic. And then when they gasp and they want to know, but it's not
Yeah.
like I want to know how you did it, so I can just, but it's the kiddos that have a respect for it. I don't know how to explain it, but I hope
Yeah.
that's,
No, I
yeah.
mean I mean, when you do something and you see the light in someone's eyes and their mouth drops open and they're just completely in awe of what just happened, that has to be so rewarding to be able to be, a part of that moment like that. Yeah, it just keeps you wanting to do more, to be a part of that.
Tell us about Magic
Yeah, I
Mini
was just gonna
Golf.
say he just put a picture of Magic Mini Golf. What is that all about?
Oh yeah, it's such a cool place. So they have 18 holes there, and every hole is unique and has some kind of like St. Louis nostalgia with it. So I mean, you have a Chuck Berry hole, a Blueberry Hill that you can go putt putt over, and then you have your bar, and then you can play shuffleboard. And then now I'm up there, and I perform magic. Let's see, every Thursday right now. I gotta talk to Kiana about that and Joe and make sure we're still doing that.
Joe owns everything.
I know.
Yeah. And then every first Sunday I'm up there too. So I'll be performing either magic on the stage or strolling through the crowd. And
So fun. So that's on the Del Mar Loop then, the Magic Mini Golf?
yeah, right across from the pageant. I'm glad you asked or said that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really cool. I love that. Um,
So tell us, so what if somebody wants to book you for a party? How do they do that? And how do they, or for their business?
Oh yeah. Well, you can book me through my website at magicamanda.com. It's just a simple little Google form to keep it easy, like when and where type of questions. And then if you want to book me at Magic Mini Golf, you can also contact, them through their website or give Kiana, the general manager, a phone call and she can set you up. She's super easy to talk to. So it's pretty, I'm like, they're great. Like,
so what is your specialty if someone was to come to Magic Mini Golf or come to see you, which we're going to make sure everybody knows about your upcoming show that you have going on. What is an experience with you like? What are the things that you're doing to entertain the audience? You did the card tricks for us,
yeah.
or trick, I should say.
So I try to keep it very interactive, but also very chill and comfortable. I've been hanging out my niece and nephew lately. I'm so sorry. Like I'm chill and comfortable. But the whole experience, like because it can be nerve-wracking if a magician asks you, hey, can you help me out? One, does this person want attention on them? And two, also people get nervous, like, am I gonna mess the magician up? Like
I did.
it's not so
I was just for a minute like, oh gosh, don't do something wrong, and then she messes it up. I could see that. But kids probably like, oh, pick me, pick me.
oh yeah, people they wanna I'm just glad that I'm able to create a safe space where people want to volunteer and have fun because I don't want anybody to be embarrassed or because my show's so interactive and it's very interlaced. So my little sneak peek into the show that I have coming up, like one trick relates to another trick relates to another trick, and
Okay.
it all comes together.
Is it different from, doing a show for children versus doing a show for adults? Do you have to change your show or does it work for everyone?
Oh, that's a good question. So the show at the Duck Room, it's more going to be like a general audience show. So if kiddos come, it's totally appropriate. But you're right, the language that I use, it's very, it will be. I mean, I'm not going to pop up. And I'm not Mario the Magician Maker. He's really cool, but he's very zany and flamboyant, outgoing, and a giant snake pops out on the stage and everything. And I'm a little bit more calm.
Yeah.
And I have a couple of jokes for the adults. that aren't inappropriate for the kiddos when they come. Yeah.
So you can do the same magic tricks. You just might speak or do things a little bit differently depending on the age that you have then. So your show becomes age appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for summarizing. I was on the struggle bus.
Age appropriate.
Age appropriate. Because it is different the way you would talk to the kids. I just didn't know if the tricks were different. It's just the way you communicate and illustrate your tricks
Yeah.
depending on the age that you have.
And there are some tricks like for the duck room that I took out of my show, because I also perform at Love Woo Bar out in Creve Coeur.
What's the name of the bar?
Oh, Love Woo Bar.
Love Lou?
Love Woo.
Love Woo.
Yeah.
Oh, have you heard of that?
No.
There, Love Woo.
Love
I
Woo.
love you. I love Woo. Oh, that was
See
too
it
long.
Drunk getting pulled over from that bar, and the cop going, "Where have you been?" A bar. What?
Step out of the car. Oh, really? It smelled.
Their drinks are delicious.
Are
If
they?
you're ever in that area, yeah, I recommend definitely. Yeah.
Well, let's make sure that we mentioned. So you're coming up August 9th.
Yes.
You're going to be at the Duck Room.
Yes.
And the Duck Room, is that on Del Mar?
It's
Loop as
it's actually at Blueberry Hill.
Is it
It's
upstairs
down
or
in the basement.
downstairs?
So when you go into Blueberry Hill, you're like in the front door. If you go to the left where the game room is, you go downstairs, and that's the Elvis room. If you go in and go to your right, then you've got another dining area and sitting area, but then there's another door that goes downstairs, and that goes to the Duck Room.
I emceed an event at the Duck Room then, the
Yeah,
downstairs.
I've played both.
I remember that. I bet
Elvis
you have.
room and the Duck Room.
I don't know if I've been in the Elvis Room before. Maybe.
It's got all the Elvis memorabilia in the back in the glass cases.
Okay.
Have you ever been in there?
I haven't been that far. No, I've just been checking out the duck room.
You're
and
gonna
the
you're
remodel
gonna
and
need to tour it
everything.
when you
Yeah.
go back in
Oh.
for your show.
Yeah.
So you'll be at the Duck Room August 9th, and the tickets, I guess do you get those? Where do the tickets come from?
They are on Eventbrite. So
Okay.
you can just type in probably Magic Show and find me, Magic Show St. Louis, or the show is called Mind Blown, Magic Amanda. So
Mind blown. I like that. What is one of the best? I know you're coming up to that, but is there a place that you really remember being that was just exceptional for doing a show? Besides Penn and Teller, I'm sure that was
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
cool. But is that your biggest audience doing that?
yes, I think the theater holds about 2,000 people, and they were packed. Everybody was there that night I was there. So
Do you have one of your favorites, or is there something in the future that you have a dream of performing on?
ooh, I mean, I would love to do some comedy clubs and some, but honestly, I kind of think that my goal and my end game, like my big dream that I can see myself is doing more things in the loop. Like I hope that, the duck room, I think that's a magical stage. I can see myself like performing there for people's events and everything. Like, so
Your mini Vegas right there in the Del Mar Loop. What a cool area too. It's a super cool area.
Let's take places away. If you could perform for anybody, now I know Penn and Teller was probably big for you, but if you could perform for anybody, who would it be?
I don't think anybody has ever asked me that. Can I give 4?
Okay.
This is 1. I'm like,
Well, give
oh,
your
no, I
first.
don't know.
Give your first. Go down.
Oh my goodness. I think I would probably want to do Spice Girls.
Spice Girls. That's
Because-
great.
Scary Spice. I don't know, if you know the story of how I auditioned, but I wasn't going to audition for the show. And then I was up in New York doing some magic, and Scary Spice was doing a book signing. I'm like, oh, okay, like, 2 things in one. And then when I met her, I felt so empowered because she was like, where are you from? And I'm like, well, what do you mean? And she's like, I love your beautiful accent. I'm like, I don't have an accent. Like,
Yeah,
That's
like she doesn't have one. Yeah.
one of the world's most beautiful people with one of the most beautiful vocals. And so after that, I was just like, on the plane from New York, like, why do I feel like, on top of the world right now? I'm like,
Yeah.
that's really nice. I'm like, if I make it, I'll try out. But if I make it, I doubt it. But, I just feel good. I want to at least say that I tried,
Yeah.
going for one of my dreams. And then the next day I got an email from the producers, and they're like, clear your schedule on Monday. We're going to have an interview, like the second interview. And I was just like, ooh, this is serious now.
This is big time.
Yeah.
That's super cool. What would be your next one?
Oh, goodness.
We'll give 2 out of your 4.
I'm a big Kesha fan. And she was just in St. Louis a little bit ago. So Kesha's on my brain right now. Yeah.
Super cool.
When she donates, she has a charity too. Her mom started it, I believe it's called Magic Moments.
Oh,
And
okay.
so they donate money to an animal charity. So I'm like, oh, Kesha's definitely
I'm like surprised that they're musicians. I was expecting you to say like a magician. Like
Yeah.
if you could steal a secret from a magician, who would it be? And you got like 1 minute.
Oh, steals. Actually, less than a minute.
David Blaine.
Okay.
As much as I love Lance Burton and he's so cool, but I'm like, David Blaine, I don't know what he's doing.
Do you see other magicians? Do you go watch them?
Oh, I love doing that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cool.
And
Have you been able to figure out their tricks?
I don't want to know.
You don't want to.
You don't want to
I
know.
keep the best advice I ever received was don't learn how a trick is done unless you're going to put in your show. And don't just put in your show because it fooled you. Put in your show to have purpose. And so
Oh.
ever since then, I'm like, I don't want to know. David Blaine really spat up a frog. I don't want to know.
Oh,
Those are
well, it's been
words
great
of
having you.
advice. Thank you
Yeah.
so much,
Oh,
Magic
yeah.
Amanda. When people can find you on YouTube, Magic Amanda, on Facebook. I know I found you there on Facebook. So thank you so much for sharing with us. Your show is August 9th at the Duck Room. Don't want to miss that. Get your tickets, have some fun, and we're going to keep our special card. I have no idea how you did that, but that was fantastic. So we thank you for tuning in to the hottest happy hour in STL right here at luinfo.com at the new Lu Information Station at KLS 590 AM. We will be back tomorrow with two great Soul Strings guests. It's going to be all about music tomorrow. So we really look forward to sharing some more guests with you and having some more fun. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Drive safe if you're driving. If not, until tomorrow, cheers.
Cheers.